Ever felt blindsided by a last minute project change? Or wondered why project updates only surface when it's too late to act? Imagine turning chaos into clarity, where every change is transparent, every decision is embraced, and your team actually looks forward to updates. Today, we are diving into the real reason why so many project management transformations fail and how the world's top teams use change management and radical transparency to win big. Ready to future proof your projects and lead with confidence? Let's get into it. So, welcome back into PMMojo, the channel where we blend cutting edge project management knowledge with real world leadership advice. I'm your host, Pramesh, and if you're passionate about mastering project management, building unstoppable teams, and driving successful change, then you are in the right place. Today, we are tackling a topic at the very core of modern project success: change management and transparency in project management. So, whether you are a leading global whether you are leading a global transformation or just starting out in project management, understanding the change and communicating it transparently is essential. So stick with me to learn proven frameworks, the latest 2025 trends, technology tips, and engagement strategies to ensure your next change initiative is your most successful yet. If you are searching for the best insights on change management, project transparency, project communication strategy, or simply how to navigate change with confidence, this episode has you covered. Remember to like, share, and subscribe, and to share your thoughts down in the comment section. Now, starting with the first part of it, the fundamentals. What is change management? That's a pretty normal question that anybody would ask. Change management is project management, isn't just a box ticking exercise. It's a structured process and set of tools dedicated to leading the people side of change and achieving a desired business outcome, basically. So, in simple terms, if we talk about it, project management delivers the technical solution, while change management ensures your people are prepared, equipped, and supported to adopt uh, what you are actually trying to do. Think of it like every change, be it a software rollout, process update, or shift in company strategy. It's not enough to design the technical solution. You need people to embrace it for real transformation to occur. Now, if we talk about successful change management, it's basically about how to prepare individuals for change, empower stakeholders at every level, and integrate seamlessly with your project management plan. The chain itself may improve efficiency, cut costs, or unlock new revenue, but only if your people actually use this new systems or processes. Ignoring the human element can turn even the best designed projects into costly failures. Now, why does transparency matters? If we have to talk about it, the next part would be the unlocking trust and performance in it. Now, here's the hard truth. Most project failures aren't technical. They are due to a lack of transparency and communication. Transparency in project management means everyone has visibility into key decisions, changes, and project status. Now, if you talk about benefits of transparency, that would include building trust among team members and stakeholders, then spotting and solving problems early before they become crisis, improving accountability and performance, driving engagement, and buy-in during the change management process. Now, when project communication is siloed or need to know bottlenecks and understandings thrive, your team needs to see not just what is happening, but why. The most high performance teams uh, they eliminate ambiguity by making transparency a fundamental part of the culture. Now, consider this: uh, less than half of employees are actually aware of their company's visions or goals at any time. Now, that disconnect basically uh, that stunts the productivity and innovation. Transparent leaders, on the other hand, foster fulfillment, unity, and a shared purpose towards your project. Even when delivering tough news, they actually uh, do that successfully. Now, let's talk about the next one, which is the integrated communication. How to make change work. How do you make change stick? Integrated and intentional communication strategies are your secret weapon, basically. Effective communication plans provide the right information at the right time to the right people and using the right channels. Now, inconsistent, vague, or delayed communication, if you talk about that, that causes confusion, that causes delays, and that causes resistance. Organized communication, on the other hand, aligns teams, reduces rework, and accelerates adoption. Key components of high impact project communication plan would include the stakeholder mapping, know exactly who needs what information, when, and why. The defined channels, use your tool your, that your team prefers. Slack, it could be Teams, it could be emails, it could be meetings, dashboards. Then have a clear cadence. Establish when updates are sent, daily stand ups, weekly reports, milestone reviews, and then comes the roles and responsibilities. Assign communication tasks so nothing falls through the cracks. Now, next comes the integrated communication, which is especially crucial during remote or hybrid work, and even more so in today's globally distributed teams. Consistency and clarity aren't just nice, they are non negotiable for organizational health and project outcomes. Now we'll talk about change management trends that are shaping 2025. What's this, what's different about change management in 2025? The landscape has basically shifted dramatically thanks to digital transformation, generative AIs, and evolving work culture, workplace culture basically. Knowing these trends gives you a competitive edge. Now, if we have to talk about the top 2025 change management trends, what are they? The first one would be AI driven change, which is the artificial intelligence, which is now central to our decision making and tracking adoption. AI powered tools help manage stakeholders, predict resistance, and automate communication. Agile and flexible models are the next ones. Rigid change frameworks are being replaced with agile, feedback driven approaches that adapt in real time. And then we have the employee centric change. Uh, what do we talk about? What do we mean by that? Like well beings, continuous learning, and support for change fatigue take center stage. Personalizing change strategies to different teams or role is a must in this day and age. Next comes the continuous learning cultures. Organizations foster lifelong learning and recognize skill building as a key outcome of successful change. After this, we'll talk about the transparency and cross functional collaboration. So, say goodbye to the silos. The future belongs to teams who share information freely and work across functions to achieve shared goals but, uh, among us. We also have to talk about diversity, equity, and inclusion as the core values, even though they are not something which is being talked about in this uh, time period. DEI is now inseparable from effective change strategies shaping planning, feedback, and outcome. And to give you a practical tip, if you want your project to be successful, these are some of the things which are very important in this day and age, like AI change management, agile change frameworks, employee well-being and project change, and inclusive change management. Now, next we'll talk about the some of the best practices for transparent change management. Now, if we have to talk about that, first let's distill years of research into simple, actionable best practices for achieving transparency and successful change management. First among this is the active and visible sponsorship. So, secure sponsors and leaders who are visibly engaged. This is the number one predictor of project success. Sponsors should communicate, champion change, and remove bottlenecks and roadblocks and maintain momentum. Next, the second one is apply a structured yet flexible change approach. Use proven models like ADKR or COTER, but adapt to the needs of your people and context. Document the process, measure progress with KPIs, and adjust as you go along. Then third one in this is engage frontline employees and stakeholders early. Bring people in not just after decisions, but right from the start. And use feedback loops, town halls, surveys, and workshops to build buy-in and surface resistance points. The fourth one in this is communicate frequently, clearly, and openly. We have been talking about this in multiple occasions that more communication is always needed in the project. Clarity beats jargon. Make the complex simple and avoid hiding behind corporate speak. Blend channels like visuals, stories, data, and honest dialogue. Over communicate during the channel change. The fifth one is integrate change and project management. Don't treat change management as a bolt on. It should be planned and executed alongside your project management activities for synchronized progress. And then the next one is in this thing is the dedicate proper resources to this. Change isn't someone doing some side job. It needs a budget, it needs time and ownership. Assign a change manager or team. Reinforce and sustain change is the next one in this process. Celebrate wins, measure outcomes, and reinforce new behaviors after go live. Sustainable change is the journey, not an event. Now, next, let's talk about the tools and techniques for transparent change management. Digital tools are now integral to transparent change management and should be selected for their ability to centralized communication, enable collaboration, measure engagement, and if we have to dominate this, few of the things that we need to do about this would be like the first one would be change the change management platforms like the Jira management service or like the Fresh service, Manage Engine, or INV gate. The centralized dashboards for changes are very important in your process. The approvals, the stakeholder mapping, the progress tracking, these things will actually help you in your change management. The second one in this process is communication and collaboration tools, which could be your Slack, Teams, Zoom, Contact Monkey. These dedicated channels like real time updates, question and answer sessions, surveys, integrations will help you in your change management process. Then next comes visual project dashboards and automated reporting. This could be your Monday.com, Asana, Trello, QuickBase, visualizing change tasks like dependencies and risks in real time. Then fourth in this process, I would say is engagement and feedback platforms like in-app surveys, feedback forms, and sentiment analysis tools like WorkVivo, SurveyMonkey, SnapComs. These facilitate two-way dialogues and pulse checks. And next in this process is the AI-powered analytics. User adaptation or uh, user uh, adoption tracking is like a very important part of this process. Retention measurement, change impact analytics are becoming standard for change monitoring. So leverage these tools to boost transparency, regular dashboards, open feedback channels, and transparent audit trails, reduce surprises, and build trust across the organization. Now let's talk about some case studies like transparency and change and action. Like some practical examples of transparent change management at scale would be like tech innovate the technology sector. The challenge would be like accelerating digital transformation and fierce competition. Solution could be like leadership alignment, transformation communication channels, and it could happen through town halls or newsletters, and then use employee feedback in that, so that you get a result where you have a higher employee buy-ins, improved innovation, and increased operational efficiencies. Then another is the manufacturing sector, where the challenge could be process inefficiencies and resistance to tech adoption, where the solution could lie in lean manufacturing principles, data-driven diagnostics, regular open updates, and training for all staffs members. This would result in enhanced productivity, faster adoption of new tools, employee acceptance, and help in your project success. Now, now, if we have to conclude like our discussion today, transparency is no longer an optional add-on. It's the bedrock of transformation change management. Leaders and teams who thrive in 2025 will be those who embrace integrated, transparent communication, champion data driven and human centric strategies, and never stop learning or adapting. So, whether you're rolling a new tool, shifting your company culture, or managing change on a global stage, remember clarity, collaboration, and candor will win every time. Use the best tools, anchor change in purpose and people, and keep your teams engaged and informed every step of the way. I hope this deep dive into change management and transparency has been helpful to you. If you did like this, then hit that like button, subscribe to PMMojo, and join our community going forward. Have a story or questions about managing change? Drop it in the comment section so that we can take it forward. Until next time, keep leading with transparency and keep your project mojo strong. I'm Pramesh. Thanks for watching PM Mojo. Remember, this is not just change management. You have to take it to the end. Thank you and goodbye.